There are so many fun finds you can find at Dollar Tree for crafting, including these pizza pans. Yes, they're great for cooking, but they are so fun for crafting. I'm going to start with one of them, of course, and we want to remove the paper. The little sticky part comes out really easy. I'm going to lightly sand and scuff up the surface. This is just going to remove that sheen, and then I'm going to dust it really well because we want the paint to really adhere. All of these crafts today are really easy, quick, and anyone can make them. I'm going to take this Waverly chalk paint in this beautiful yellow, and I'm just going to paint the edge. That's it. About an inch into the inside of it. And I'm going to do a total of 3 coats. Every spring and summer, Dollar Tree brings an entire selection of flip-flops. They are not the best quality to wear, I'm being honest, but they are so fun for crafting. I'm going to take several of these lemon and lime theme. I think they're gorgeous. I remove all the little tags from them, as I am going to do here the second coat. All right, so then we are going to just take this lemon theme sign. It already came just like this. It says Hello Summer, which I think is adorable. Remove the jute string, and I'm going to take some of this faux boxwood. I get these on Amazon, but of course you can use the ones from Dollar Tree. That's fine. I'm going to create a little swag, and I'm just going to tie it in the center with jute string, secure it with a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to slightly bend it just so that it has that nice circular shape to it. All right, so moving along, we are going to take the sign and we're just going to hot glue it right in the center. The paint is now dry, and we're just going to place it right there. So simple, so easy. I do want to mention that I did spray 1 coat of a top coat, just a clear protectant coat around the yellow portion. All right, so now we're going to take all the flip-flops and we're just going to place them all around the perimeter of the pizza pan. This is going to create a nice flower-like or even sunshine-like design. Then I'm going to take section by section. I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue and then just kind of press and hold until it hardens and then move on to the next one. That being said, after everything was said and done, the next day I realized that some of the flip-flops did fall off. So just use an additional glue with it, maybe an E6000 or something stronger. But the hot glue really gives it that nice quick hold. All right, so I'm going to keep doing this until all of them are nice and attached. Now I'm going to add that little swag I created earlier. Just place it right there, fluff, and hold as needed. I'm going to take some of these beautiful yellow flowers and some of the leafy greens that it comes with it. I'm just going to hot glue them right there in the center. Just kind of hold until it hardens. I'm going to place a little leafy greens towards the top to hide the stems. And then I'm going to add some peach color flowers. This is because I feel like it brought everything together. I flipped it over and we're going to add a little string. This is just going to allow us to be able to hang it. I'm going to tie both ends in a knot, hot glue, and then we are going to place them right on top. I'm also going to place masking tape. This is going to secure it really, really strong and it's not going to come off. The metal portion of the pizza pan, just with the hot glue, sometimes it doesn't hold as well. Gorgeous. Oh my word. My favorite today. Love the size of it, the colors, how festive and summery it looks. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take another pizza pan, remove the paper, scuff it up just a little bit on the edges and the center, and of course we want to dust it really well. Make sure that it's nice and clean. For this one, we are going to paint it white. I'm just going to use Waverly chalk paint in the white. Of course, you can use any color combination you want. Once dry, we are going to pair it with another sign from Dollar Tree. This is going to be a watermelon. I'm going to cut off and remove the jute string because we're not going to need it. Add hot glue to the bottom edge and then place the sign right on top. This is going to create not only a beautiful design, but it's going to create a little pocket where we're going to place all kinds of flowers. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to add the rope now. This is just nautical rope from Dollar Tree. I'm going to hot glue it, and again, we're going to tape it for that extra security. Now you can add whatever style hanging piece you want. It's up to you. I'm going to use the faux knot technique because I really love that design. It just looks so pretty. I'm just going to make a couple of faux knots, tighten them really tight, remove the excess rope from the top and the bottom, and then we're going to hot glue it right where that rope meets. See how it's going to make it look like it's hanging from that knot. I know you've seen me do this before, but if you're new, this is a really fun technique you can use, and it's really easy. All right, so we're going to add this last one here. Now, here's where things get so fun because we're going to use all these leftover picks from other projects. I'm telling you, this is a perfect craft for all those pigs that you just had laying around. I'm just going to keep adding them in no specific order, just placing them in there, adjusting as needed, and making sure that some of the flowers are facing forward. And that is it, my friends. Holy moly, this is such a vibrant, beautiful summer craft. I would love to know what you think of this one. I think it will look great on a mantle or even a front door. Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, again, we're going to use another pizza pan, remove the paper, scuff it up and sand it down just a little bit. And then, of course, we want to wipe it really well, make sure there's no dust left behind. For this one, we're going to pair it with a calendar. You know I love crafting with your calendars. I grab them every year, and I have, I think, all the way back to 2023. I'm going to take this one. It has a beautiful beach theme, and I'm just going to remove this one. I think it's going to look great for the design. I want to paint the edge, of course, because I don't want to see that portion. So I'm just going to try to match the colors on the calendar page very closely. So I'm going to do these darker ocean blue by Waverly. I'm also going to use the sandstone chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm also going to use the agave color. Again, I'm just going to try to match the design of the calendar page. That way, it's going to look nice and pretty. And let me tell you, I think it worked out really well. I'm also going to just blend those colors in between each, so they're not so sharp in between. I'm just going to blend them. We let it dry, and I'm just going to add some Mod Podge. Now, this is way too much Mod Podge. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm going to spread it all over the center portion. I'm also going to use it to seal the paint in place. So I'm just going to spread it all around and let it dry. Once dry, we're going to bring in the calendar page, and look how pretty it kind of matches with all the colors. Isn't that pretty? Oh my word. I'm going to add parchment paper right on top. And then with my little mini iron, we're just going to iron it in place. The heat will activate the Mod Podge, and then we are going to cut off the excess using my X-Acto knife. Just be very careful, take your time, and then just remove that excess. And I think it's gonna look so pretty. I am going to take some of this nautical rope again from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to tape the ends that are frayed, and I'm going to add it right there on that edge. This is going to really hide that cut, you know what I mean, from the calendar page. And it's just going to add an extra layer of texture. And I think it goes well with that nautical theme. Again, look at that water and the agave color and the sand. Doesn't it just really flow very nicely? I love it. Okay, moving on. I'm going to then add more tape at the other end and then secure it in place. All right, so then we are going to take one of these signs. I was at the Dollar Tree and I found one of these cute little signs, just like the watermelon. But this one is the cutest little surfboard. I was like, yes, yes, bring it home. And we're going to use it with this one. We're going to remove the jute string again from it. And we're just going to place it right here towards the side, tilting it a little bit and then adding hot glue where we need to, and then just hold it in place until it hardens. This little vine style greenery pick is from Dollar Tree. I'm going to place it kind of starting underneath up there by the surfboard or underneath the surfboard. And then I'm just going to hot glue some of the ends here and there to the rope. And this is going to hold it in place so it's not flapping around. And I'm going to do the same thing with 3 extra picks. All right, so here's where you can add whatever you want to it or leave it just like this. I'm going to add some of these seashells because I think it goes well with the theme. Not too many, but here and there underneath all the vines, and this is just going to add that extra texture and design, and I think it looks very pretty and appropriate with the style. Love it. All right, we're going to flip it over and we're going to add string. Again, I like to hot glue it as well as tape it, and again, this is just going to add that extra strength to it so it doesn't come off. This one's gorgeous. So different from anything I have ever made. Love the design. What do you think though? I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments. for this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, again, we're going to take another pizza pan, remove the paper, scuff it up, and wipe it well. The reason why I do this is because paint and Mod Podge really adheres to more of a matte surface, and these pizza pans have like a little sheen to them. You know what I mean? All right, so nice. Now that it's nice and wiped, we're going to paint the edges. And let me tell you guys, this little swivel, oh my gosh, platform, I love it. I found this on Amazon and I have used it for years and it just makes painting so easy. I do have it in my Amazon store if you want to check it out. It is linked below. All right, I'm just going to do the edge with this Waverly chalk paint in the sandstone. Again, we're going to use one of these Dollar Tree calendars and we're going to take this beautiful design. This is actually a new design from this year. And I'm going to use this Patriotic one. Again, you can use whatever design you want. I hope it just inspires you to create and add these techniques. I'm going to add some more of this Mod Podge again to the center as well as sealing all of the edges with it so it doesn't scratch up. And then once dry, we are going to place it right in the center just like we did the previous one. And we're going to place parchment paper and then we're going to iron it in place. And then once again, just like we did with the other one, we're going to take the X-Acto knife and very carefully cut off the excess paper. And this is just going to make it nice and smooth. And I think the colors really did well together, the sandstone and the design of the page. All right, so we're going to remove the excess and then we're just going to iron it one more time very quickly to make sure those edges are nice and flat. All right, we're going to take this striped tiki stripe ribbon, beautiful red and white one. We're going to make a very simple bow. I'm just going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, and we're going to tie it with a little piece of jute string. There are many ways you can make bows. I have found that this one is the easiest for me. So I hope I kept it in nice speed here so that you can see it. I'm going to make a multiple loop bow with this blue one, and this is just going to go right there in the center on top of the other one. I'm going to tie it in the center with another piece of the ribbon, and then of course you want to cut off the excess and we're going to hot glue it to the center. Now I'm going to take the entire piece and I'm just going to hot glue it to the top rim, just right there. I'm going to angle cut those red and white ends. That way it's just going to kind of be able to see the message. All right, so now we're going to take some of this boxwood. This is also, again, from Amazon. I'm just going to place a couple of picks on each side underneath the bow with a little hot glue, and it'll attach nicely. We're going to flip this one over again, and we're just going to add ribbon so that we can attach it. We're going to loop it just like we did earlier. We're just going to hot glue it right on top of each other. And I'm also going to tape it. Again, you don't have to, but I think it works very well. The tape just adds that extra strong hold, and that glue really holds. Gorgeous. Oh my word. I know that patriotic decor is not for everyone, but if you can take the ideas and the techniques and use it in your own decor, I love the way this one turned out. But let me know what you think down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.